Hi, I am Ritu Podan, Head of Mutual Fund Research and Product at Nirmal Niveshalaya Private Limited. I have Mr. Vishal Biraia from Bandhan Mutual Funds. He is going to manage upcoming business cycle fund for Bandhan Mutual Fund. So market is overvalued. How do you see, in today's market context?
There are pockets of overvaluation, right? On an aggregate basis, we don't think that is a concern, as big a concern. There are pockets of overvaluation that we have to manage, and I think there are still enough opportunities for us to pick and choose from.
Okay, so in your market recipe, what are the essential or the hero ingredient? Like the sector or theme plays an important role, or the market capitalization. How do you see?
So the most important thing for me as a fund manager, as an analyst, has been to be early in the trade. The skill is to know the key drivers, the key risks, and to take the bet early on. Because at that point in time, in case you go wrong, in case I go wrong, then there are fallback mechanisms and I will not lose much. But if I'm right, I will make substantially more. So being early in the trade is very important.
Okay. So when you start a new investment strategy, what all the things you look at or track before launching or before touching to the straight line?
Right. So I generally take a top-down approach, right, to determine as to where is, in which phase of economic cycle are we, in which phase of the market cycle are we currently, and for individual sectors, right, to see the 2-3 key drivers as to where are these drivers going, where the sector is supposed to go, and then I combine this with a bottom-up strategy as in terms of stock selection, which are the stocks that are best placed to capitalize on this top-down view. And then there are some bottom-up stocks as well who are doing well irrespective of what is happening in the economy. So this is a broader thesis to work with.
Okay, so now I'll just change the track and I'll come on the rapid fire rounds where I need your answers in a few words. So which phase of economic cycle are we into right now?
We are in an expansionary phase of economic cycle.
Okay, so 3 economic factors which we need to track.
The credit growth, GST collections, and government capex.
So as of now, what is your big bet in the market?
Big bet in the market in terms of, see, we think that the capex cycle, capex theme will continue for next many years. And some of the stocks are, there is an opportunity even in industrials, infrastructure, even now, electric utilities, even now. So these are some of the key bets.
So what is the theme you will pick as of now?
There are a few themes that should do very well. One is water. Water as a theme should do very well. There are the premiumization as the theme should do very well. Digitization is a theme that should do very well. These are some of the key ones that we are tracking for the near term.
And what all the factors which could affect on these themes?
As capex is an important theme that that water is also going to benefit from, is largely driven by the government. So the government policies, the allocations that they make for these capital intensive industries are going to be very important. How is consumption progressing as to is there a recovery at the mass categories? Premium continues to do well. So which are the key indicators that we track currently for tracking consumption as to where are they currently, and this is very important for us to look at.
So status quo on the interest rate side, whether it's a good or bad for these sectors?
It will not be good because the interest rate has to come down at these levels and inflation is cooling off. But in one word, if I have to answer, then it is going to be bad, but we expect a correction.
Okay. When do you predict the next market cycle shift which we are seeing right now?
This is a dynamic process, right? I mean, it's constantly evolving, constantly changing. The key difference will be if there is a big negative surprise. In case of that, we will have to evaluate as to how temporary or how structural that is, and then we'll take a call in terms of looking at the market shift.
So you are a fan of tech-based stocks or the traditional one?
Both actually. So the economy is evolving, there are new business models coming up, and some of the companies are capitalizing on this very well. So those are very interesting. And the traditional value stocks continue to do very well because there are no new big capex happening. So the ones who are there are actually benefiting from the cycle. So,
which is the most unpredictable factor as of now affecting the market?
Your question is like an unpredictable factor. So it is a negative surprise. So like in some form or the other, we will get a negative surprise. Like if you look at at the start of August, we had a negative surprise from the US macroeconomic data, and that led to a sort of a temporary chaos across the world, where it collided with BOJ hiking interest rates. So such negative surprises will keep coming in. We will have to take that in our stride and manage the portfolio accordingly. So, yeah.
Your strategy to manage the market crisis?
If there is something, if there is a significant change that I foresee in the markets, or if it can have a structural impact, then I try to be very nimble. So, being very alert and nimble are strategies that have helped me in the past, and I hope in the future as well.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you for your valuable insights.
Thank you, Ritu. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.